Why do you think progressive states have more homeless and higher rents than, say, Texas? If you take a look at Austin, Texas, there has fallen over time. But if you look at New York City, there is a homeless problem. We do have right to shelter, which is really good. But you look at San Francisco, they have a homeless problem too. So why do you think there's a big difference? There are places where people want to live, and New York City happens to be that place. But we don't build a lot. And if you take a look at why we don't build a lot, it gets kind of complicated. Elizabeth Street Garden, a place in Nolita, the city is trying to build a retirement home for 116 elderly New Yorkers of low income. They want to build a public park. People there are blocking it. We have to take a look, take a serious thought about how we're talking about these things. This home here easily could have been like a park, a garden. Instead, it's like 500-600 homes, and then there's even more going on down the street. But in wealthy neighborhoods like Soho and Nolita, they're very sophisticated at blocking things. You've got historical zoning that blocks new construction, has extreme height limits there. When there is city-owned space, it's very small. In this case, there used to be a public school in Nolita that was demolished. It turned into an vacant lot as people left the city in the 1960s. Then it became a sculpture storage spot for a store. When that company left, they turned it into a temporary garden, put a fence up. Now the city wants to turn it into a public park. That neighborhood has homes that sell for $20 million and $30 million. Just look at the cost of homes in the Take a look at who building. lives there. Those people have a lot of political power. They can fund and block things. But when we start to romanticize not changing anything in New York City, everything changes when nothing changes. Take a look at high rents. If you're a homeowner like me, we benefit from an extreme housing shortage where rents are zero. That's kind of crazy. If you have rent stabilized homes, you really benefit. You're kind of insulated from those high rents. Renters themselves don't tend to vote. You're just kind of stressed and you take it. And that's not really fair. And it's that high rent stress that causes problems in New York City, where people are spending more than 20% or 30% or 50% of their income in rent. When we worship things, we block new construction simply because the developer is building it, we're hurting people and we are creating homeless. We don't have to develop everything. But that lot is in an area with several big parks. It's in a lot owned by the city. The city gives that up. That's $50 million worth of land that the city has. That's how much that plot of land is worth. Not building on it means that the city has to go develop something else, spend $50 million it doesn't have just to get the land to build a retirement home for those folks. There's a lot of work that has to be done. So it's a mix of height limits, historical zoning, and everybody in progressive towns blocking new construction just to block it. And that's why rent is high. When anti-gentrification activists block new homes, they end up causing gentrification. And that hurts people.